The headline: those who say that herders and bandits might take over Aso Rock should consider Buhari's efforts. The news in full. According to Punch newspaper, various notable Nigerians have reportedly issued a strong warning to the federal government to ensure that they sit up and tackle the escalating issue of insecurity in the country. As reported by the Punch, Sultan of Sokoto and Governor Samuel Ortom are among prominent Nigerians who are seriously reacted against the level of insecurity, claiming that herders, bandits and terrorists might take over Aso Rock Villa. On Thursday in Abuja, the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Sarad Abubakar III, urged the federal government to sit up and address the country's mounting insecurity. While Alhaji Sarad Abubakar III spoke in Abuja, Samuel Ortom, the governor of Benue, issued a similar warning through his media aide, Trevor Akache. There is nothing wrong with calling for higher authorities to solve the issue of insecurity, but while citizens protest, offer suggestions, and make demands, it is important to recognize and evaluate the efforts of those in power. As a result of the country's high level of insecurity, President Muhammadu Buhari's efforts are now very obvious. Buhari has convened many emergency security meetings, all of which have been fruitful. According to several news outlets, several Boko Haram terrorists have surrendered to security operatives in Nigeria, and it's likely that more will surrender owing to the president's efforts. According to a previous report by Punch newspaper, Nigeria has signed a military technical cooperation agreement with the Russian Federation. The agreement between the two countries establishes a legislative framework for the delivery of a military equipment, knowledge transfer, after-sales service, and personal training in respective educational institutions, among other things. This is a fact that shows that President Muhammadu Buhari is doing everything he can to eradicate insecurity in Nigeria. Keeping this in mind will assist to regulate reactions and methods of putting pressure on the government, the Timesy news report says. And also, it was reported that sometimes ago, the Nigerian government has signed a military technical cooperation agreement with the Russian government, where a statement by the Nigerian embassy in Russia on Friday said that the agreement, which provides a legal framework for supply and servicing of military equipment, where the Nigerian Minister of Defense, Bashiru Magash, retired, who led the delegation of top military officials to Russia on an official assignment, signed on behalf of the Nigerian government, while Dmitry Shugayev, director of the Federal Service for Military Technical Cooperation, signed on behalf of Russia. The Nigerian ambassador to Russia, Abdullahi Shehu, and Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral Awuwal Gambo, and representatives from the Army and Air Force formed Nigerian delegations at the signing ceremony. The new agreement marks the termination of the 20-year-long similar agreement entered into by both countries on March 6, 2001, recalling that in 2017 and 2019, the Russian government signed military cooperation and trade governments with Nigeria. The news agency of Nigeria reports that the 2017 agreement allows Nigeria servicemen to be trained in Russia's military educational establishment, while both countries will exchange peacekeeping experience in fighting piracy and terrorism. And in 2019 agreement, the cooperation extended from military collaboration to oil and gas, as well as rural development and trade, amongst others. The agreement, which was then signed by President Muhammadu Buhari on the sidelines of Russia-Africa Summit, also sought the advancement of a nuclear power plant in Nigeria. The time is 9:06 p.m. The analysis. The News Prince is talking about the the allegations that the elders and bandits might take over Aso Rock, they should try as much as possible to consider the Buhari's efforts on the matters arising. This was actually after the Sultan of Sokoto and governor of the governor of Benue State, Governor Samuel Ortom, actually brought about their concerns about the administration of Muhammadu Buhari as per the security issues and setbacks in the country, whereby Governor Ortom talked about the agenda of the present administration to Islamize and Fulanize the nation, just like the former President Olusegun Obasanjo, Professor Kunle Olawumi, and also other patriotic Nigerians have rightly said. We can note that Governor Ortom said he stands by his word that this is not the first time a Fulani man will be the president of Nigeria, and has been divided on ethnic lines with lopsided appointments in promotion and celebration of nepotism, marginalization, and open repugnance of other Nigerians. He said that there was at no time in history of the country have impunity, blatant disregard for laws or secretariats as well as ethnic differences are fueled by the government as we now see. He said the presidency has remained taciturn and not doing anything about the security issues in the country. Also, Sultan of Sokoto has lamented at the level of insecurity in the land, whereby he said it is becoming worrisome. However, the writer says that President Muhammadu Buhari is doing his best, as he has recently signed a military technical cooperation agreement with the Russian Federation, whereby they have gotten a whole lot of military equipment, knowledge transfer, and a whole lot of personnel training in respective of educational institutions, among other things, to make sure that they eradicate the insecurity level in Nigeria. And he urges the reactions from the citizens of Nigeria to be mute, and that it is right for them to do so, but they should also try as much as possible to lessen the pressure on the government, as the government is trying their best. And that as soon as possible, the lamentations of the level of insecurity in the country, whereby some unknown gunmen have been killing unarmed citizens and abduct scores of them unchallenged, will be solved in no time after this deal has been done with the Russian government. The Sultan of Sokoto has actually still continued to lament that several people has been killed, about 76 persons in a day and another 48 persons in a day, of which the news is not carrying. And he wishes that the religious sentiment of the country is reduced, rather they face the status quo of the country by reaching a national dialogue and seek for help as at when possible, so that they can design a lasting ways to solve the insecurity issues in Nigeria. The time is 9:09 p.m. Good evening and thanks for listening.